Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the first two episodes of the brand new show. Well, it was a show or a limited series, I guess we'll find out in due time, of the first two episodes of the new show, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. That's right, Goonies in Space is finally here. I know a lot of people keep referring to it as that, and understandably so. Personally, yeah, there are some comparisons to be made, but I feel like this is just a new, fun, fresh take on Star Wars from a child's point of view, but still told in a very fun, fulfilling way. Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review for the first two episodes of Skeleton Crew. So if you haven't watched Skeleton Crew yet and you plan to later tonight or some point this week, you may not want to keep watching or listening to this review video, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. Exciting opener for the show. Very reminiscent to the classic opening of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, where in this case we saw pirates boarding a ship where they believed a multitude of credits were, but there was only one single little credit, and that of course led to a mutiny, which led to them take the crew to betraying their captain, who had promised them riches and whatnot. I have a theory about who the captain was under the helmet there, but I'm going to keep it to myself just in case I'm right. I'll let the show confirm my suspicion or not in due time. But anyway, a solid opener. It was very exciting, action-packed, and then it cuts to this seemingly peaceful Earth-like planet, home to a multitude of beings, humans and aliens alike, living in relative peace. And then we meet our main characters, and, it gets the show on the road with them finding an old Republic ship, and then they head off into hyperspace inadvertently. And then I like how the second episode immediately establishes the main reason why no one can simply point them in the right direction and tell them how to get home. It's because their planet is apparently considered a myth or the stuff of legends. And of course that attracts the likes of the pirates, because one of such legends is that it's home to an eternal treasure or something like that. I don't know. I've never heard of this planet till now. They probably just made it up for the sake of this show. But I do like how they established right away, because I'm sure a lot of people online, mostly internet trolls and toxic fans, are probably like, well, why don't they just ask for directions to get back home, and then someone can tell them how to get back home? Then there's no point in having a show in the first place. Well, they answer that question, so screw you, dorks. But no, and the second episode I really enjoyed a lot. I loved how it looked and felt with the practical effects, the puppetry, the creatures, the aliens. It looked and felt like good old-fashioned Star Wars. Not like how the prequels felt more CGI or special effecty, but how the original films, the original trilogy, felt and looked so authentic with like practical effects and puppetry and makeup and stuff like that. Like, this whole pirate spaceport was awesome. Rich variety of cool, interesting characters. And the kids themselves are proving to be funny and interesting people as well. They each got their own personality going. And now Jude Law's characters come into the mix. He is seemingly force sensitive, but doesn't necessarily make him a Jedi or a Sith. You got to be trained and study in order to become a Jedi or a Sith. You could still be born force sensitive, but you've got to learn how to hone in and control your abilities. And without proper training, you may be force sensitive, but really you're nothing. So this guy seemingly is force sensitive and can do some limited things with the force. Now, just how powerful he truly is will remain to be seen. But I really enjoyed these first two episodes so far, especially the second episode. It was exciting. It had a lot of great characters, awesome-looking creatures and aliens. It had some funny moments, and it just really picked up the pace, too. Like, the first The first episode was obviously necessary to introduce the characters, the premise, the conflict that they're going to be facing, and all that jazz. I understand they had to get that stuff out of the way, and now the groundwork has been laid for more exciting stories to tell. And we only have a few episodes to go because I believe this is only a 7-8 episode event. So, but if each one is about an hour long or roughly that, it should be a lot of fun Star Wars storytelling. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm sold on it. I liked these first 2 episodes a lot. I hope you guys did as well. What did you think of these first 2 episodes? Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Star Wars Skeleton Crew drops new episodes moving forward every Tuesday for the next couple of weeks. So stay up, make sure you're on top of that. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.